In this video, I want to talk about the accounting equation. The accounting equation is what shows the relationship between the resources found in a business and the resources that are owned by the owner of that business or the owners of that business. For example, say you want to start a business. The resources that you own are known as capital. In this example, we are using money, but capital can be anything. It can be a building itself, it can be money, it can be a computer, whatever. But what you as a business owner own at the beginning, you have capital. And this capital is what you put into the business. Now, the resources that are found in a business are called assets. So these assets are what you put into the business. They are capital, and then when you put them into the business, they become assets of the business. This means that assets and capital are equal. But in most cases, you are not the only one who puts resources into the business. You can borrow some resources from other individuals. These people have resources that you can borrow, and then you can also put them into the business. But at one point, you will pay them back for what they have given you. So these are known as liabilities. These resources that other people put into the business and you owe them, they are known as liabilities. Therefore, capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Rearranging this equation will give you the standard form of the accounting equation. Assets equal to capital plus liabilities. On the left hand side, we have the resources that are found in the business, and these are called assets. On the right hand side, we have capital and liabilities. These represent the resources that belong to the people who supplied them into the business. The accounting equation should always balance on both sides. Okay, so now that we know the accounting equation, let us just go over a quick example of how we can apply the accounting equation. So here I have this question saying Nadim had the following assets and liabilities on 1st January. He had land for $200,000, buildings for $6,000, inventories is just the stock that you have in a shop or in your business. Those are inventories. So they have Nadim had $10,000. Receivables, the other name is debtors. The people that owe you money or anything, they are called receivables. Those are also assets. So Nadim had $15,000 worth of receivables, and then cash in hand, that is just the cash that he just had without in the bank. That just the cash which he had. It was worth $5,000. And then bank balance, the balance that Nadim had in his bank account for his business was $32,000. And then all this, the total was $322,000. That's the total. And then now the liabilities, the payables. Payables, the other name is creditors. That is the people that Nadim had to pay for his business. Remember, we said that you are not the only one who puts money in the business. You can also borrow from others. So these are payables, the people Nadim borrowed from. So these are worth $17,000, and then a bank loan. So Nadim also borrowed a loan from a bank worth $240,000. All these are liabilities because he had to pay back. The total of these liabilities was $257,000. So these are the totals. Now, in this question, we were asked to find the capital. So how do you find the capital? So remember the accounting equation. Remember the accounting equation. We had capital, we'll just put it as C. Capital is equal to assets plus liabilities. All right. So we have assets worth 322,000, and we also have the bank balance. We the liabilities, which is 257,000. Now, what is the capital? So the capital, we have C is equal to the assets. No, sorry, this is not. Let me just rub this. I've made a mistake. Okay, so the accounting equation was supposed to be this. Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Right. Now we have the value for the assets, which is 322,000, and we also have the value for the liabilities, which is 257,000. So what we are looking for is the C, the capital. So you can make C the subject of the formula, which is going to be C capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. So C capital will be, we have the assets, which are 322,000 minus the liabilities, 257,000 and then find the value for C. Find the value for C. Find the value for C. So we have 2 minus 257,000. That's equal to 365. That's equal to 65. So this is the value for capital. This is the value for Nadim's capital. Remember, we said that assets, these two, the assets, the capital and liabilities, this side is supposed to be the same value as this side. The resources owned by the owners of the business must be equal to the resources that are found in the business. So these are the resources owned by the owner. These are the resources found in the business. These are the resources of the suppliers of the business. They are supposed to be equal. So here you have, if you put assets, our assets were 322,000. You add this, when you add 65 to 257, hard to write on the computer. 257. Okay, let me write this properly so that you see. Okay, so what I'm saying is that okay, so what I'm saying is that we have the capital 65,000. So meaning that if you add 65,000 to 257, it will just give you 322,000, which is also the value for the assets. As we said, the assets which are the resources found in the business must be equal to the resources that are owned by the suppliers of the business, the capital and the liabilities, and this is the case here. 65,000, if you add it to 257, to give you 322,000, which is the value for the assets. So what you should know is that the accounting equation should always balance. The value on the left side should be equal to the value on the right side. You can also use this to find the capital, you can use it to find the liabilities, even the assets, using the accounting equation. So guys, this is just what I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope it was helpful. My advice is that from the word go, when you just start your accounting course, start practicing questions, because you will find a lot of figures that you need to work that you need to work on when doing financial accounting. So but the accounting equation, you really need to understand it, because the whole financial system is based on the accounting equation. So you really need to understand the accounting equation. You can go through as many questions as you can that are related to the accounting equation. So guys, this is where I end. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.